Yeah. So anyway, this is part 2 of Holy Hoes and Sanctified Liars. So the chick gonna come up in there talking about she looked at my body, my butt. You know, it's something about Seaside, California. When I bounced out there, everybody wanted to say my ass was fake. Okay, this is years ago before people started doing what they doing, and maybe they have always done it. I don't know. I rock what I got. Mine is mine, and I ain't never did no shit like that. But anyway, she gonna say, I want to talk to you up in the church. I said, for what? And I said, have a seat. So she sat next to me and gonna tell me this. She said I was looking at her husband. I said, what you mean looking at him? Because, you know, what are you talking about? Why this broad tell me? She said I had goo-goo eyes for her husband. Goo-goo eyes. Can you please describe to me what's goo-goo eyes? I said, goo-goo eyes? What do you mean goo-goo eyes? What's a goo-goo eye? Because your husband is up there on the pulpit and he's preaching. Okay, that means everybody is looking at him. But I don't appreciate you coming at me like that. And I feel like that's the spirit of lust. And I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Man, she got up off me because I started rising up, going off on the broad. And my friend came and pulled me and told me to go talk to the pastor, which is Pastor Gaskins in Seaside Church. Y'all know what I'm talking about out there in Fort Ord. I go in there and talk to him. He started laughing because she came to him and said something to him before she came to me. And I'm like, well, why didn't you stop? He said, I told her not to do that. I told her not to do that. So out there, I found out she did that to him, and he told her not to do it, and she kept, she only came to me that one time, because I clowned her so bad, she would start running every time I see her. But then when I found out she was running around up in the church, doing this to a lot of the women, talking about they looking at her husband and all this crazy stuff, so I couldn't wait to catch her and her husband together, and that's exactly what I did. And when I caught them together, Philip, real tall, skinny dude, old man, she old, you know, and at this time, I'm in my 20s. Ain't nobody thinking like, at least I'm not thinking like that. I don't go to church and fake, okay, like some of these too many fake people up in these churches. But when the real people like me bounce up in there, oh, it's a problem. Yo, you can't work with her. You can't. Shut up. You don't like to hear the truth. That's what you don't like, okay? So anyway, I caught her and her husband together. And it took a while because she was ducking and dodging. Every time she knew I was there, she was gone. You hear me? She was gone. So I finally caught them together, and I said, your wife said I was looking at you with goo-goo eyes. And he looked at her and was like, goo-goo eyes? He looked at her and like, T, what you talking about? What that mean? And guess what the broad gonna say? Well, you said, and we said that if somebody look at it, he looked at her like she was stupid. I looked at her and I told her, I said, you can't stop me. You stop your man. You check your man. You don't come checking on me. Don't come for me like that. I don't know what she thought or where she come from, but she barked up the wrong tree. But come to find out, she had been doing this to a lot of the young girls all up in the church and accusing people of looking at her man and being with her man. Bitch, you was married. You was married and he married. Y'all both ain't even divorced and got a baby. So stop it. Okay? This was going on in the churches. Then you got that scenario. And then you got another scenario where the preachers is looking at the little boys. Where you think all this gay whoredom is coming from? It's coming out the churches. And my uncle was gay, and he told me that the neighbor next to him would invite him over, and he was a deacon at a church or something like that. What's up with these churches and turning out our young men like this? I'm scared to death. And what's that preacher down there? It's a bunch of them, especially in the South, doing this because they done got so tired of women. Women up in the church to the point that they don't even satisfy them no more, so they on to the little boys. But here come my niece. I'm trying to talk grown-up conversation. Here come these little kids. Oh boy, here she go. Anyway, let me try and get this out. But what's up with these boys messing, preachers messing with these boys? I can't even get out my mouth because it's so unfathomable to me. It's unthinkable. You know, it's like, to me, it's like unspeakable. You know, why would you want to be messing with boys? And then these women are taking them to the churches. You know, Reverend Lung out there. That's what I was trying to say. Out there in Atlanta. And he ain't the only one. It's a bunch of them doing it. The first time you hear of a pastor doing something like that, you should be snatching your kids up immediately and heading for the door. Teach your kid the Bible at home. You don't do that. You don't put your children in these situations. Yeah, it is God's house, and we are supposed to be going there to serve the Lord. But the problem is nobody in church is serving God. They serving that mighty dollar, okay? They serving that mighty dollar. That's what they hear. They want to know who put some money in that tray they pass 10 times before service is over. Okay? That's what they doing. They don't even house the homeless people. You know, students who going to school busting their butt and barely got a place to live. And you can't even, these churches not helping the people. They helping themselves. They living up in the house in the mansion up on the hill. And fucking every goddamn bitches all up in the church. Holy hoes, you going to church with your breasts, your boobs out, your ass out, skirts up to your hips. What happened to the skirt go past your knee? Y'all fake. Y'all hella fake. And then got the nerve to look down on somebody coming in with some pants and the jeans on. Y'all made the goddamn church a damn motherfucking hoe house up in there. Shit. Y'all stupid. Y'all ain't getting no money. He ain't giving you no money to buy some soap to wash your ass. You stupid. You stupid. Up in there giving your sex and your body, your temple, your holy temple to these fake churchmen. Once the pastor get you, then here come the ushers. And if the ushers get you, the pastor don't want you, cause they passing y'all through. They worse than the niggas on the street. I got this hairdresser who did my hair. He said he couldn't tell the pimps from the preachers. He said once he couldn't tell the difference between a pimp and a preacher. He said he went to Allah Muhammad. I don't blame him. That's why it's so messed up. That's why we got all this Jehovah's Witness, Muslims, all this crazy stuff out here because of what churches have done. Y'all have hurt us. Y'all have hurt black people. And you're disgusting. You're disgusting in God's eyes. I know you are. I know God don't like what y'all doing. Y'all sick. And anybody taking their damn money up in these churches, giving the church, it ain't even God's house, all their money and their household doing without, your kids doing without, you crazy, okay? You crazy. You need to be up in there getting effed on, shitted on, because that's what they doing. How is they helping you? How are they helping you? Every time I go to church, they preaching about money. I stopped going. It ain't helping me. Then if you ain't giving enough money, he ain't your friend. He only go to the people's house for dinner who giving him the most. Look around you and see what I'm talking about. See if it ain't real. What? Let me know so I know it's real. Tell me. Tell me. Some holy damn hoes and some sanctified lies. Y'all go ahead on and support them sanctified lies. I don't play them games. I don't play with God. I do not play with God. And y'all all getting marked going to church playing with God like that. You need to be. You need to be marked. And it's the 666 on your head. It's HIV on your head now. Hello.